My loves, it's Angel Lena Marie, and I've been meaning to do a video, but where's the time go, right? So this video is something that I keep getting from Archangel Metatron about how to let go of expectations, and particularly on the twin flame path. And the more that we have expectations on, like, things have to be a certain way, the less that we're able to open ourselves up to really allow for what wants to be delivered to us. And one of the things that I've been experiencing now is like the collapse of everything that I thought that I knew, the collapse of how I thought things are supposed to be. And one of the things that I'm being guided to share with you is that we really need to come from a place that we know that our dreams are coming true. We just don't know how it's going to be. And coming from a place that we're open to the possibilities of how that might be. Because the way that Metatron's been showing me is that it's not in the way that you think it's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and channel him and let him say it in the way that's a little better than probably how I'm doing it. But and then I'll talk about my experience more at the end. So give me one moment. So Metatron says that everything's happening perfectly, and behind the scenes that they are helping us so much. The archangels, our ancestors, our guides are really pushing us. And that time that experiences are happening quicker and quicker. And that there's times where we feel overwhelmed, and that's okay, because time is speeding up from that perspective. And just to try and find stillness and groundedness in every single moment. And the more that you can come from a place of groundedness, stillness, and not from a place of reaction, the smoother this transition will be. And the momentum has been increasing and increasing, and everything that's the last vestige of that which holds you back from being love and of the light and embodying your higher self is coming to the surface to be resolved. So when those triggers come up, hold space for those. Know that this is the divine blessing that's allowing you to be free from the suffering that you endured, not only in this life, but you agreed to take on for your ancestors. And he's saying that we're getting to the point where those that are on a similar path as me have cleared their own karma, and they've cleared a lot of their own suffering, and they've held space for that, and they've learned to love those aspects of themselves. And now it's clearing up whatever left parts are ancestral, that may not be experiences that you personally have, but they're experiences from your family lineage. And so hold space as those things come up, and some of them are very painful for me, extremely painful, about betrayal and abandonment and stuff that happened even before I was born. And these are really powerful and painful, and to, once again, just really try to know that these things are going to lead to freedom of being, freedom of choice, freedom to have the life that you've always dreamed about. And so Metatron's then wanting to talk about that once we've gotten to a certain point in our development and we've cleared our suffering, and we've cleared our ancestral suffering, and we're not from a place of reaction, then we're in a place of choice, and we can choose the experiences that we want to have, and also choose the experiences that we don't want to have anymore. And it's really important for those of us that have been on this path that thought like, oh, I definitely will be with my twin, and that's the purpose of it. We don't know what the purpose is, and it could be that that's the purpose, is that you'll end up being together, but maybe not. You know, not to have like attachment that it has to be a certain way. And this has been really difficult for me because I've invested so much of myself and my hopes and my dreams into it having to be a certain way. And to have them stripped away has been really difficult for me. But it's giving me a lot more freedom to feel the expansiveness of what the universe is about, and not feeling so confined that things have to be a certain way. And then, you know, as those things are being stripped away, of course, then the universe tries to go ahead and bring those things back to us. And so what I've continuously been seeing is it doesn't matter what or who comes into my life, that the universe is so in love and devoted to me and my mission that it will do whatever it needs to do to make that happen. And if my twin decides that he doesn't want to participate, there's always going to be someone that's going to play that role for me. And to trust in that, and to allow him to have the freedom to make those choices, or her, for if it's a she, but for me it's a he. And to really be open to that, and that if the universe grants separation or space, that to honor that too, that because that's part of the plan. And to always follow our hearts, to trust our hearts to lead us. And there's no shame in there. There's no regret. It might look crazy to someone on the outside, but when you're in alignment with your heart, you're kind of in this magical place. And it doesn't mean that it's not painful, because it totally is painful. But spaciousness comes in, and unexpected things happen, and grace comes in and changes things. And for me, it's my job to hold space, to love every part of myself that comes up, even the wounded, triggered part. Really love her, and no matter what comes up for me. And you know, it's so much harder to just say, like, to love that wounded part that's scared or feels abandoned or feels betrayed. But because in the moment it's so hard to do that. It's so hard to think of you know, not feeling angry at the other, you know, and coming back to myself and saying, hey, little one, you're so cute. What's happening? You know, like, how can I help you? What messages are you telling me? Like, how do I soothe you? How do I honor you? How can I be present to listen to what wisdom you're trying to teach me in this moment? And that's what the path is about, is really diving deep in. So I feel the most important thing is for me to share in this video is that the universe is so devoted to you. The universe loves you so much that it doesn't matter what you do or you don't do, that you'll be shown what your mission is. And if you follow what your mission is, the universe will do everything it can to support you in that. And you don't have to worry. Let go of the worry and trust that the universe is going to show up for you. And if you can't let go of the worry, the universe will show you how. The universe will guide you in the ways that you can let go. So I send you all my love. I want to do another video on betrayal. We'll see if I can get to that in the next few days. And yeah, continue to be brave, continue to be courageous, and know that everything is working out for your highest good, and the highest good for everyone involved. My love.